Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble with your readings for November the 5th through November the 11th. Thank you guys so much. I can't believe it. 2 weeks in a row I have the most subscribers I've ever had. I am so grateful to you. Thank you. If you're new, welcome. I'm really happy that you stopped by, and I hope you come back, and I hope you really like these readings. And if you are coming back, I so appreciate your loyalty and your consistent love and appreciation and support of this channel. Thank you so much. Now, guys, there's a new moon coming up in the middle of the week, so I'm going to do individual horoscopes at the beginning of each video. This is just the intro. This is a general reading, guys. It's a collective reading. There may be a little bit of the message for you, there may be a lot of it, and it may be for somebody else. So take what resonates and just leave the rest. If nothing resonates, please come back next week, because you may have a message in there for you. You know, I channel messages from my guides. I use the tarot as a tool, and I've had some really amazing feedback. So I want to thank all my spirit guides and my angels and spirit animals for these wonderful, this wonderful blessing of being able to give these messages. I'm very appreciative. Now, what else? So if you would like a personal reading, guys, click on this right here and it'll take you to my website. You can see the kind of readings that I give. Choose one, purchase one, and then contact me and we'll make an appointment. What else? Yes, and another way to support me is through Patreon. And you can click on this for Patreon, this link here, and that will take you to my Patreon page, and you can make a one-time donation. It's just a little way of, you know, giving back if you can. If you can't, that's totally fine. Please give back by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Without further ado, oh, and also if you want to ask a quick question, you can find me on Instant Go. All the links will be in the show more section below. And let's go to your reading, shall we? Hello, Aries, and welcome to your reading for November the 5th through November the 11th. Oh, I'm already feeling spirit, my nose. Guys, thank you. You can consistently knock it out of the park, darling. You are my highest views. I love and appreciate you guys. Thank you. Let's keep it up, shall we? I mean, hundreds of comments and hundreds of new subscribers and thousands of views. I am so in awe of you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you. You're the best. Hey, Barbara Love. You watch me every week and I appreciate you so much. Love you. Okay, now, Aries, your horoscope. At the beginning of the week, you're going to feel really energized, and you're going to have this really, it's kind of an internal drive to be free and independent. It's very important for you to be free and independent this week. You're going to feel that. And you get excited about some new change. You want change. You want to be out there and you want to meet new people. And it's very exciting for you to meet new people this week, particularly. Now, on the 7th, voting day, guys. If you're in America, get out and vote. We can change the world. I don't politicize my readings, but darling, don't forget to vote. Your vote counts. Go to vote411.org and you can find out all about your candidates and who's running in your district, and it'll give you all the information. So it's important to know who you're voting for, and don't leave any boxes unticked. So, you know, get informed. Okay, so now let's get back to your horoscope. Look, this new moon in Scorpio is very intense. Look, Scorpio is the most intense, emotional sign of the zodiac, right? And so the moon is also very kind of emotional, right? And Scorpio is very deep, and the light and the moon, it's a new moon. It's right next to the sun. New moons are always adjacent to the sun or are conjunct with the sun. Full moons are opposite, right? The sun is actually shining off the moon. That's what makes it a full moon. So it's kind of dark because it's new, right? So with it being in Scorpio, which is deep and intense, it's like the detective of the zodiac sign. We're going to feel this intensely. Now, this could make you a little moody. It could make you quick to react, reactionary you could be. It could be that you could, look, watch out for road rage. That's what I'm like, ah! I'm kind of calm. And then when I'm in the car, I'm terrible, really bad. Anyway, so watch out for things like that, for reacting, on emotions, because we will have the tendency, and particularly you may have the tendency to react like that. And you could also get moments of being really stuck. When I say stuck, I don't mean stuck in a place. I mean, like, dig your heels in and be kind of willful, if you will. Willful and a little stubborn. So watch out for that, Aries, because it could, it may not serve you. So try to, look, meditation, because that will help you pause before reacting. Now, then, Wednesday on the 8th, la la, Jupiter moves into Sagittarius. Freedom at last, darling. My goodness, it's like looking at the bigger picture and feeling energized and excited and optimistic. Now, what I will say, right, with this energy, it will expand whatever energy we're in. So be positive, Aries. Don't let that frustration and irritation and anger from the day before carry into Wednesday and the rest. Oh my goodness, we are going to feel amazing. Everyone will anyway, because Jupiter is about expansion, right? And Sagittarius is optimism and looking at the bigger picture. The only thing I would say is you may have the tendency to not kind of look at the details. However, your self-esteem will be, you will be in celebratory mode. Nothing will stop you. And this, love will be expanded. Abundance will be expanded. This is a really good time, Aries. So I'm very happy for you. Now let's go to your cards. And the first card that came up for you is the Emperor. The Emperor is about organization. It's about crossing your T's and dotting your I's. It's about getting everything in order, right? Organize. That's the word that comes up for me for you guys. It's about organizing things. It's about, because during this time we may not look at minute details, so we need to be really organized so that we can go forward much more effectively. Now, and I also say, look, this new moon, it's all about setting intentions. So set an intention. Oh, I am getting a big, yes. They're hearing that. Set an intention. Now, also, this is very important for you. This is get enough rest. And look, I always say to everyone, meditate, because meditation, you can clear the mind. Organize your thoughts, right? Not only organize your thoughts, organize your space. I always say that this is almost like time. Look, the Empress is about creativity, making a mess. She's like all over the place, right? Abundance. And then the Emperor comes in and tidies it all up, right? Puts everything in order. But you must get plenty of rest and meditate, because if you don't get enough rest, that's when you can act on emotions or react instead of respond. So you want to make sure that you are well rested this week, because you are going to have so much energy. You're going to be it's almost like you'll be hyperactive this week. So really make sure you have a rest throughout the week. Definitely. That's what the Four Swords are warning you. Now, the next position, you have two cards, Aries. The first card is the Five of Swords. And this is about, look, in this card, he looks like he's won the battle. But he's kind of won the battle just because he wants to be right. It's an ego. It's coming from the ego as opposed to, so it's like getting in an argument just to say that you're right and being self-righteous. That's what I'm getting. This is be aware of self-righteousness. So in this place, sometimes it's really nice to be kind of humble, not humbled, but humble. Because look, it's about being the bigger person. It's about being spiritually driven, right? Coming from a place of love and it doesn't, and you, it's not important who's right? It's important what's the best for all of us, right? So come from a group aspect, not just not being self-served. And now look, you've got the Queen of Swords. And this is saying to you, look, the Queen of Swords, she's really intelligent. She's really cerebral. She knows what she's doing. She knows people. Now, she knows people not out of intuition, but because she studied them so well. She knows them really well. She knows when someone is BSing. She knows when they're not being, when they're not being truthful, or when they're being self-righteous, right? She knows when it's a load of, baloney, let's put it that way. So she will tell you the truth. She's the truth. She's the truth seeker. She will look for the truth in a situation and she will give you the truth. She kind of gives the truth without thinking of the other person's feelings. So, but I will say her intention is not to hurt. Her intention is to give the truth, to help you move forward, right? It's like that. But she delivers it in a very unkind way. That's what I want to say. So when the Queen of Swords comes in, and this is for you guys, soften your language, deliver your messages with kindness and compassion. If the truth will not help someone, you need to think about delivering this truth. If it's going to hurt somebody, they don't need to know it. You don't need to let them know. You don't need to tell them something that's really going to hurt them. Sometimes it's best to keep it to yourself, right? Instead of just like, this is what's happening and you do this and you do that, and and I got to tell you, you better take this in the way it's meant. Like, that's not how someone wants to hear. When somebody says that to you, you're like, oh gosh, this is not a good message. So think about how you deliver messages this week. And look, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. Knights are all about moving, but this knight is moving extremely slow. So this is saying, go forward, but restrain yourself from rushing in. And make strategic moves. Move forward methodically and strategically. He's known as the Green Knight, right? So he surveys the land and he sees, wait, maybe I won't. He's ready to defend and he's ready to fight. But he's not going to rush in like the Knight of Swords with his sword ablazing. No, he's smart about it. He's deliberate and he's methodical and he takes cautious steps. So be cautious about going too fast this week, because the urge and your instinct will be to rush in, and really get going, because it's exciting emotionally this week for you. So you're being asked to kind of rein it in a bit, because mistakes could be made. Now, some of you've got the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is always kind of disillusioned with what's going on and being prepared to walk away from all your worldly goods. This may not be the right time for you to do that. Sometimes it's like, it's walking away from a job or walking away from a home. I don't need you. I can go, because you've got this instinct in you this week is to be independent and autonomous, and you don't want to be told what to do, and you're not appreciating perhaps your job, or you're not appreciating your partner or something, and you want to walk away from everything. The urge is for you to turn your back and perhaps dramatically leave a situation. But don't. Resist the urge. Move forward methodically and slowly. Just slow down a bit. Slow down before... I want to sing that song. Slow down, you're moving too fast. You gotta make the morning last. I know I can't sing. I'll lose all my viewers. So the Eight of Cups, right? Look, I'm really, really getting for you to be spiritually centered this week. Really come from a place of love, of spirit, and, get that guidance, that inner guidance, because things are going to be moving really fast. And this is Jupiter coming in to Sagittarius. This is Jupiter moving into Sagittarius midweek. Things are going to be exciting. This is passion, right? This is the ones of passion. Things are happening really fast for you. It is really exciting. It is really inspiring. You want to run, maybe fly even. Jupiter's I can't even say it, right? Because, I have to think about what I'm saying too, because that energy affects me. Jupiter is expansion. It's bigger, it's better, it's more abundance in all areas. And Sagittarius is the bigger picture, adventure, being optimistic, long-term plans, right? The bigger picture as opposed to the details. So I nearly said Aquarius. Aries, this is very exciting week. A little self-control, a little restraint, containment, order, right? Remember, if you want to say something, bite your tongue. You don't say it, Aries. It's not going to serve you. Think it, don't say it. Make sure there's a pause between thought and coming out of your mouth, or reaction. So really bring yourself in, and everything will be great. It's really a positive week for you. Aries, thank you so much. I love you all. I really appreciate you. Mwah. I'll see you next week.